How's it going out there, Dinkleberries? I ended up those. I don't know if you remember. I got some mini holographic stars in really tiny bottles.
Oh yeah.
A while ago, I ended up using those, glued those in some of the cracks of the grapevine bit that I'm doing.
Oh yeah. When are you going to straighten that picture behind you?
No, it's the camera that's not straight, to be honest.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, so your head's crooked as well.
Yeah. The camera's on a slight tilt like that from where I stick it in the shed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a mirror.
Oh.
Coca-Cola lady.
I wonder if that was made next door to my factory when I had one in Seaford.
Yeah, Hong Kong. It's got on the back.
Oh yeah. Because they used to print things like that. They were printers, and they used to put stuff on the mirrors and all sorts of things.
Yeah. This is actually one of the in the era when Hong Kong was making stuff on the cheap.
Yeah.
It's actually come from Kmart, like about 30 or 40 years ago, maybe even more. It was my grandfather's.
Oh yeah.
And I collect Coke stuff if I get the opportunity to get it for free.
You want everything for the right price, you mongrel.
Yeah. No, I've got. They got the dog park over here. The Globe Derby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the greyhounds and stuff like that, and then you got the trotters and stuff like that, the horses.
Yep.
I went to one of those once, and every person that goes through the door gets a ticket to enter a prize, win a prize. And my name got called, so I went down the thing and picked out a Coke phone. It was actually a shaped like a Coke bottle, old school Coke bottle.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And you pick it up, and it's got the numbers and stuff on the bottom. So keep that stashed away for a rainy day.
Yeah. Still in its original box?
Ah, God, no. I wasn't smart enough back then, to be honest. I plugged it in and used it. It's got the old school plug on it, the big square bloody things.
Yeah. No, they don't call them trotters anymore. They call them pacers these days.
What?
For the horses.
Oh yeah.
Not the trots, it's the pacers. And yeah. I must admit, I like watching them run. They're really good. I love watching horses, but I'm absolutely terrified of the bloody things.
Yeah, I've been bucked off of one once before. It was about as close as I'll be getting to one for a while.
No, I'll walk into a paddock full of bloody bulls, but I will not walk into a paddock of horses.
No. Why?
Digestion.
Yep. Anyway, while Robbo's starving for a bit of oxygen there.
Oh, that one had lumps in it.
Went down the wrong hole, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
You watched that stupid video I put in the chat?
What was that?
Did you watch that?
I saw it. I saw that the other day, actually.
I watched it the other day and didn't have sound on. And I put sound on today when it was on in my news feed again. It's like, whoa, how you are, mate?
Yeah. I must admit, I don't watch many of his things. He's a bit
No.
over the top.
Yeah, that was the first one I watched. Amber pointed it out a couple of days ago, but she didn't have the sound on either. She was just tripping out that the snake went in the wall and ushered the rats out.
I'm just wondering how they got the snake out.
Well fed. He gets better feed than the rats, maybe.
Probably.
That's all I can put it down to. Like the reviewer said, he was a bit fatter when he came out, so he might have gobbled one down.
Hey, mother, yeah. Had 2 or 3 wallers in there. Well, that's how we used to catch them in Queensland. We used to catch snakes up there to go take them to Queensland University in Townsville for their venom.
Yep.
And what we did, put up 2 lines about 18 inches apart of chicken wire, and then put hard-boiled eggs in the middle.
Yep.
And then I'd crawl in, eat the egg, and then I'd keep crawling. They couldn't go forward or backward, so they were buggered.
Yep. Cheeky.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, it was reasonable money for snakes up there.
Yeah.
Boy, did we have a lot of them on the 5 acres we were on up there. I actually blew our toilet apart up there.
Oh, poor thing.
I was in the shower. Now, the house that we were in was my ex-father-in-law's house, and it was a dump. We knew that, but we didn't worry about it. Young and easily to get along with, you know. And had no floorboards in one of the rooms. So I'm in the shower one day and I hear rustling around. I thought it was my ex-wife farting around. I said, "Oh, can you hand me a towel, please?" Anyway, there was no towel forthcoming, so I'm feeling round where I'll put the towel, and suddenly it moved, and I thought, "What the hell's that?" So I quickly wiped the soap out of my eyes, and here's this bloody 6-foot snake. So I out of the shower, grabbed the shotgun from the kitchen where I used to keep it, the 410, came in and blew the dunny clean off the thing. Didn't get the snake, but destroyed the dunny, both barrels.
Nice one.
And put a big hole in the wall as well. Well, I must admit, we had no more trouble with snakes after that. So I must have got a fright.
Went back and told his mates.
Yeah. He says, "Don't go there, he's angry." Bad-tempered mongrel.
I was only trying to hand him a towel too.
Yeah, that's right.
So how long do you reckon it'll take you to make one of these things on Sunday night?
Oh, I'm not making anything. I'm just showing all the different shapes, that's all. Like, yes, I'll be turning them, but I'm not actually making anything. It's just going to be a stick with different shapes in it. Oh, at the moment, 3 sticks with different shapes in it.
Was Julie in time for tea tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she got home about 5:30, I suppose.
See the it got straightened. Look at that.
Sorry.
It got straightened. I moved the box. I moved the box that the camera's on. I put a sharpie under the box.
Oh, that was much better.
Side. That's made it. It kind of makes it think that I don't know how to hang a picture, doesn't it? I look at it like this, thinking, "Is it straight? Yeah. No, is it straight? Yeah. Yeah, that's straight." No.
I treat. I get a little level and put underneath them. We've been hanging the pictures in our place. We've got about probably 30 pictures. I've still got about 10 to go yet. to hang up.
You're replacing them. You're tearing the walls down and replacing them with pictures, huh?
Oh no, just drilling holes in the walls to put them up. Well, we've only been waiting 10 years to put them back up again, so they've been in bloody cartons until then. Storage.
Good. You'll have to take them all down next year so you can paint.
Not my responsibility. I'm not allowed to stand on ladders, so
Not your ship, not your rules.
that's right. No, I told Julie the last time we ever painted that next time we're getting somebody in to paint it.
Yep. Yeah, when the paint.
We had all that done before Julie retired.
Yep. When the painters come here to paint the outside of the house, they have to have. They got to have scaffolding, like.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Took them a day to set up scaffolding. Well, and then they're like, oh, they don't worry about whether you can get in your front or back door or not.
No. Your problem.
Yeah.
No, that's like my brother. He was an electrical supervisor at BlueScope or Lights Arts, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
At one time, they could change the big place down there called the hot strip mill, where they run out all the steel into sheets.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Sid's here, is he?
Nah.
Oh, Neil's here.
There you go, Neil.
I've been having a video chat with my daughter and my granddaughter, so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, you lose out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Where does she live?
Her.
Oh, yeah.
The only place that isn't in lockdown, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's right.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance. You know, you never know. Anyway, Robbo, what are we going on, man? Go.
Anyway, used to take them 10 minutes to change a light bulb. Like they're 40, 50 feet in the air and those big mercury vapor lights.
Yeah.
When Occupational Health and Safety finished, it took 3 blokes 4 hours to change it. And they had to shut the mill down because they weren't allowed to work over moving machinery. Even though there were cages all around them and everything, they couldn't possibly fall off the gantry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's other things those lights get used for that I would have called them, but I won't.
No, just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
How you going?
I'm fine. I was just listening.
Where's your dog?
He's asleep in the family room, actually.
Come on, get up. Come on, you got work to do.
It was raining outside, so I had to turn the TV up, and he doesn't like the TV up.
No, he doesn't.
Miserable old fart.
Doesn't like a lot of things, that dog.
Yeah.
Here's Neil's dog, after all.
I had to make a new chisel today
What for?
Yeah.
to do the lattice work.
Oh,
I was going to just use the small parting tool, but the little 16th inch one. Well, it's actually 2 mil, and it was just too wide, and I didn't want to modify it, so went down to the trade tools bite and got a 2.5 mil screwdriver.
oh yeah.
And then just
Grab
very
it down.
carefully to make sure it didn't heat up, put a sharp edge on it, work the tree.
Yep.
So I've done the inside, but I then started removing most of the tenon on the top of the roof, the lid, and I was using the main bowl on another chuck as support. And I must have tightened the tailstock a bit much, and I bloody cracked the lid. So I've re-glued, because it's only pretty thin, and now covered with bloody the lattice on one side. So I've re-glued it, and I'll have another go tomorrow.
That's it. You're fired.
I've still got to make the jig to hold it at an angle though, so it's going to take 6 circles on the lid to complete the lattice.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jay? I know Robbo does, but
No, I got no idea.
I'll have to put a link up to a video of a guy doing it. It's basically you cut rings on one side and then you cut circles on the other at a different direction.
Yeah.
You end up with a lattice.
Okay. Now I couldn't. I was trying to picture it, to be honest, and I couldn't when you were explaining it. So.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, but if you watch this video, it only goes for 15 minutes, and it's actually his first go at having a go. So it's not exactly a really good one, but it does show you what's involved.
The principle behind it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He used jigs for doing everything, whereas he didn't need a jig for doing the underside ones, but he did. But so I only need a jig for the top bit, because you've got to be cutting at right angles to the timber. But you'll see what I'm talking about when I'll send you the vid. Interesting watching anyway.
All right, cool.
I don't know if you've ever seen Ken Rate's carriage work, but all his wheels are done with lattice work.
No, I don't think Jay's ever seen any of it.
Yeah, right.
No.
Pretty impressive stuff.
Yep.
Basically, I'm cutting 2.5 mil slots with 2.5 mil gaps between them, as the ones I'm making. And yeah, a lot of work.
Yep.
I'm bending over doing it, because you've got to have your rest within 1 millimetre of the surface. And bending over while you're doing it's killing me back. So I may not even be able to do it tomorrow.
Bit like that, is it?
Sorry?
Bit like that, is it?
Yeah. Pain in the ass.
Another pain in the back.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I glued up the crack and went back inside and almost fell over from the pain on the way in.
Yep.
Back and my hips were flat up.
Take some meds before you go out.
I did.
rub some Voltaren into your hips and your back and stuff. Get all lubed up.
Blood
Hey?
The only trouble is I'm such a fat bastard I can't reach it all.
Sure you can make a rubbing station, you know? Like.
Grab an old cricket bat, mate.
Like a bear on a tree, you know?
I'll cover the light pole with cream and then rub me back against the light pole.
That actually is
weird. I think the dog might
that's one of the funniest scenes in Jungle Book, I reckon. The original Walt Disney Jungle Book, where the Baloo the bear is telling him about how good life is.
Speaking of funny people, do you notice bloody what's his name died today?
Yeah, Strop, yeah.
Strop, yeah. That means
Oh.
Delvine must be free again.
I'll tell you what, she's kept her age well too, just quietly.
Yeah, I haven't seen a recent photo of her.
Oh, they had a documentary about 3 years ago on Hoax, just after the taxation thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Delvine and everything were being interviewed, and it was about Hogan himself, actually, not the tax, but they had Delvine and Strop on. Strop, I must admit, looked in a bad way with his Parkinson's, but yeah, Delvine is sort of, she hasn't aged too badly, just quietly.
Yeah.
Still a very attractive lady.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, God, could you imagine them doing a TV show like that now?
Yeah.
They'd be hung, drawn and quartered, I tell you. It was worse than Benny Hill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine
I didn't.
People need to defend now. Well, good to know.
I don't think it would even make it to TV, to be honest. Or if it did, it wouldn't. It'd get the 10 o'clock slot, and it wouldn't even stay on for 10 minutes, and they'd can it.
But as I said to Jay today, I'm sure that women had more respect then than they do now.
Yep.
But, oh well.
Yeah, they fight for more things, and I don't know, everything goes into turns to shit.
Yep.
What are you eating, Neil?
Just some strawberries, mate. Sorry.
I was going to say, are you are you eating the plate too?
Yeah.
That's all right. I say that to Amber too when she's cutting the knife across the plate, like.
That's it, done. I had to make sure I got every single little. I cut them into tiny little pieces so they last longer.
And then he gets a servings for him to eat them.
Yeah. I was going to ask what you need a bloody. What you need cutlery for to eat strawberries with. Your fingers were made before all that shit.
Yeah, but the strawberry's gone. Whereas if you cut it into 16 little pieces, it lasts.
Oh no! If you eat seed by seed,
yeah. Gotta make it last.
Yeah. I can't wait till summer. I've got 2 strawberry bushes growing at the moment.
As long as the birds don't get to them first.
At the moment.
Yeah. We had one growing in a pot, and it was this tiny little bush, and it always got about 4 or 5 strawberries on it. And I think Amber and I got one each, and it was the sweetest strawberry I've had in years.
Yeah.
And all the rest have been eaten by the animals. Animals. Or should they just eat the chilies and burn their bums and just go on with it, and not come back? Yeah.
Well, all the reject cinnamon sticks I bought are now spread all over the garden because apparently that makes the cats, dogs, and possums don't like the smell. So I'm trying that to keep them away. So far, nothing.
Never know.
Tomatoes. They're all ripening up at the moment.
You can always put a like a partner plant in too that'll slow them down.
Yeah, well, I plant marigolds and that didn't do anything. That's the way it goes.
Yep. What about 3-corner jacks? They ain't getting in without hurting themselves, and they ain't coming back. Or a thorn bush or something,
You don't want to defer yourself, though. Shit.
What's it? The Bougainvillea, is it?
No, wait a while's worse than Bougainvillea.
Is it?
Well, good old-fashioned blackberry.
They got spikes, does it?
Oh, hell yeah. Unfortunately, everyone's poisoning the blackberry trees that I used to pick as a kid. I love blackberry. They're beautiful.
Yeah, blackberry jam, yellow, and
Stain your
blackberries and cream.
Does that
Stand your
servo?
clothes.
Anything happen to that servo across from you, Robbo?
It's deteriorating, that's all it's doing.
It was just an empty building with bloody fencing around it. You know, the fencing they put when they're building a new building?
Yeah, well, it's the same. It's still the same.
I've still got blackberries around it, that's all.
I don't know about that, but
No, I don't think it did, no.
no,
Don't
I know
tell me they
everybody.
poisoned them.
I know everybody around there's wishing they'd get rid of the bloody thing, bulldoze it or something.
Yeah.
Just like the kids have a fire party there.
Well, I'm actually surprised with some of the kids we've got around there that hasn't been set on fire, to be quite honest.
Mind you, there's nothing there to burn. It's all money, bricks and concrete and shit.
That's all right. There's
Yeah.
the old house out the back.
Oh, true.
What about are the tanks still in the ground, or do they take them out?
No, they're still there. And I think that's probably what's holding up the sale, because they got to take 10 feet of grit and 10 feet of dirt out of there after they get the tanks out.
Yep.
And if they try taking 10 feet of dirt out there, they'll hit the water table.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's mostly why the servo closed, eh? So the tanks would be rusted out on the bottom.
Yeah, good question.
If the water's that bad.
Oh, well, the funny part about it is that they'll all be filled with water.
Yeah.
Because I've got to keep them full, otherwise they'll float out of the ground.
Okay.
And I've seen an old service station site where they decided not to fill the tanks until 2 days later.
Yep.
And they had massive rain that night, and they lifted 12-inch thick concrete.
Yeah.
Just smashed it up.
That's why they got to keep swimming pools full. Same
Yep.
reason.
They pop out.
Yep.
Weird.
Oh, no. No, not really. They're just the way things are.
Yeah.
Like, let's face it, a swimming pool's a bloody big boat. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, mine's being used as the duck pond at the moment. So
Yeah, well,
got these wild ducks. One of my neighbour feeds them, and then they come to my place for a swim.
yeah, and shit all over the place.
Yeah. Well, they shoot in next door's pool. But yeah, it's cold, wet, and miserable here today.
How come you've been shitting in next door's pool, Neil?
No, the ducks have. Oh my, yeah.
No, it's just been cold here. Hasn't been wet, but it's bloody cold.
Nah, it's rained all day today, so supposed to fine up tomorrow, and the sun's supposed to come out again.
Yeah. We've had rain in the morning and sun in the afternoon. It's quite nice.
The only thing about the sunshine tomorrow is it'll be
I
cold.
was wondering if you've heard that. I can come up and meow at me, but don't want pats. Huh?
I was going to say, is that my new pair of Ugg boots?
Oh, you'd have to fight my wife for it, eh? I don't know. I don't care how much karate you know. You're not going to win it.
As in, still get the Ugg boots or won't let me touch the cat.
Yeah, that one, the second one. Hmm.
Excuse me.
No, wait, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And one more.
Yeah, not sure yet when it'll come, but it'll come.
Look up at the ceiling.
No.
It'll make it come out quicker. I'm not trying to make it look silly. Oops. There we go. Gesundheit.
Yeah, they always come in threes. Although the other day they had 5.
Something's wrong. Better go get a checkup.
Yeah.
Time for COVID, another COVID test.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to shove this one in a different spot today, Robbo.
I like the way the Japanese do it. They just spit in a cup.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
no, I've been nowhere, done nothing, so I think I'm pretty safe as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'll second that motion.
Well, I went to the shops today. So went to the supermarket and the trade tools. So
Oh, yeah, to put your COVID thing in.
no, because I forgot to take my phone with me.
They look at me weird. They look at me weird when I say that. I say I don't have a phone. They're like, you don't have a phone. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I was tough.
Huh?
I said to one girl at somewhere I went, I said, if you can get my phone to take a photo, I said, you're going bloody well. She said, oh, give me a look and I'll have a look. And I handed it to her. She said, well, you're right. So I just had to fill out my name on a sheet.
Yeah.
Right.
You touch the same pen everyone else does.
Yeah, that's right.
I love that. Yeah.
Well, actually, the hospital have a separate pen for everybody. They must go through hundreds. Like they had a pen thing on, and then it was into like a shafts disposal thing.
Yep.
After you'd used it.
Yeah, they got someone down the other end of the line that's opening up those Sharpies things and cleaning them all and putting them back in the rack.
Yeah. Or selling them to the news agents.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't just bloody clean the bastards.
Yeah, lazy. Government.
Too busy.
Yep.
No, they got the thermometer that shines you right between the eyes, you know.
Yep. That's making sure your third eye's not working, you know. Make sure it's not active. How you going, Rex?
G'day, Rex. I saw a good thing on YouTube or TikTok or something this afternoon. The bloke goes in to a milk bar with a stocking over his head and he's holding it up. And the bloke, it all transpires, you know, and the bloke doesn't believe him. Everybody wears a mask, you know, that's good, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he said, give us all your money. And he said, no. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, he said, oh, well, that's a failure. He took the mask off and the bloke behind the counter, hit the deck, everybody hasn't got a mask on, you know.
So an Irish bank robber would do good then.
Thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
How are you, Rex? It must be early in the morning for you.
Where's Rex?
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's up past 6 in the morning, so.
Melbourne, Florida. He's in.
Yeah.
It's actually it's 8:10 at night here, and
Yeah,
at Robbo's it's what's the time you're at your end, Robbo?
I don't know. I'll tell you, it's 6:30 in Detroit anyway, so it's the same in Florida. It's 8:38 here.
What about you, Neil?
Yeah, same as Robbo.
Yeah, he's on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool,
Chris
son.
is in. Chris is in as well. Good day, Chris.
How you going,
6:30
Chris?
in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bid you farewell and go back to watching TV.
All right then, bugger off.
All right. See
See
ya.
you guys. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
What's going on, Chris? When are you due to go on your camp?
Today, probably.
I thought it was coming up soon.
Yeah. No, it didn't. Oh, yeah, we had a slight sprinkling here, but not much.
Yeah, same. We had a morning rain and it rained overnight, but then about lunchtime it fined up, got nice and sunny, and it was beautiful outside. Perfect shed building weather. No, I'd have to say no. That's kind of going to be a bit of a project that gets put to the side every now and then, and I started another piece of grapevine, and I'm starting to colour that one with some holographic stars and stuff like that. So I'll put some wax in the other one, and then I'll leave it for a while and come back to it.
Rex says he's taking the wife away for the weekend, or rather, she's taking me away for the weekend. Maybe to dump me off. Sure, it's not bump you off, rather than
Tell
dump
her-
you off.
Tell her not to forget the lathe, hey?
There's no isolated places up near you, is there? I'd be worried if there was a shovel in the boot.
She can use the lathe as an anchor, all right?
Yeah, drop in the Great Lake. Oh no, you're not in Michigan. You're down south. I'll take you for a long thing out into the Mexican Bay of Mexico or somewhere. Oh, right. Yeah, the Everglades. I believe there's quite a few down in there that nobody know about. I nearly finished that bottle, Jay.
Yeah, unfortunately. Not good, Skippy.
That's what my wife says too. I reckon the insurance is, well, actually, she said, it'd be better without you. You cost too much money to maintain.
No, it's actually it's cream soda.
Original creamy soda.
Yeah. When I was a kid, 30 years ago. This stuff was in a can, and the can was that color brown, and then they disappeared. And Schweppes obviously bought the recipe because voila, look at that. Has to be brown.
Yeah, we get red creamy soda out here as well, and it's not as good.
Sugary lolly water. You better tell them to order some in Rex. Bundaberg, get the spiced ginger beer. It's much better than just the ginger beer.
No, I just like Bundaberg ginger beer. Nothing fancy.
No, the spiced stuff, you'd be quite surprised. It's right, very, very nice. Very nice.
A couple of years ago, or 3 years or so ago, we're up at Bundaberg. And of course, if you're in Bundaberg, you've got to go through the factory, the rum factory up there, you see. Now, they give you a ticket when you get on the tour for 2 free drinks at the end of it.
Yeah.
And of course, I was in a heavy vehicle, so I had to put 0 blood alcohol. And Julie thought that was pretty good because she had 4 drinks and she was feeling very merry when she came back out. She had that dark and stormy. She said, "Oh, this tastes good, you know, better have another one of them, you know." And Julie doesn't drink as a rule, so.
Yeah, so it hit it good and proper.
Oh, yeah, she gets the giggles.
No Rex, no alcohol in it. It's just a standard drink sold at the local grocery store.
Yeah, just lemonade, that's all. Sorry, soda in your language.
Yeah, in your language, yeah, but soft drink for us.
I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels out in the lunchroom, actually. It's because round about September, I have about 4 or 5 people come down that used to go to the turnaround, and they're all alcoholic bums, and they leave their bloody drinks behind. So it'll be well cured by now.
I like my honey liqueurs. Very nice.
That's an ad for bloody toothpaste. Yeah.
You want to look for a drink, Rex, called the Dubliner. I'll drink it at Christmas time. And then I'll throw it up if I drink too much of it.
What's Capri Sun? Sounds like a lemonade, is it? Or a soft drink?
Oh, I reckon we get that here. They sell it in the pubs, BWS and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Dubliner. I'll see if I can find it for you, Rex, all right?
Oh, yeah, right. Must be an orange juice or something, is it? Capri Sun.
Go look at that one, Rex, if it lets you look at it. How you going, Tommy?
Good day, Tommy. Yeah, the middle of the day for you, Tommy. Nearly lunchtime, though.
Or if that link doesn't work, Rex, just look up this instead.
Oh, the link worked.
Oh, okay. That's cool. It comes through on StreamYard as two different chats. The link was so long, so I wasn't too sure if it was going to work or not. Doesn't come up on Facebook though, because they don't allow links.
That'll be good for you, Rex.
Yeah.
To meet all the Pommy Turners. No, Rex. No, haven't ridden a motorbike. I'm taking that's what you're talking about. Haven't ridden a motorbike for. Last time I rode a bike was one of my brothers about 30 years ago. He was into autocross or motocross. He got a new Yamaha. I threw him off and I laughed like hell. He said, "Hey, well, we'll see how you go." I said, "Well, I haven't ridden a bike for bloody 30 years. He said, "Come on, see how good you are." I threw the old man off too. I stayed on it, but geez, it had some grunt.
What is that, Tommy?
Now, I've got a friend that's got a Goldwing.
Do you mind if I put that up on the share screen, Tommy?
And another mate that's got a Norton Commander. Both show bikes, they are.
Goldwing, eh? Good.
Yeah.
Got the stereo on there, have you, Rex? I just sat at the traffic lights next to a Goldwing one day, and it was so loud. The speakers on it. It was crazy. Like they took a stereo out of a house and just dumped it on the bike. Yeah. You need a big air horn on there, Rex. big truck horn.
My kids all still ride bikes. That sounds like Cecil and Cedric, the two blokes that own the Commander and the Goldwing. They'd been up at a concourse show in Sydney, which is 1,200 kilometres away from us. They rang up at 9 o'clock and they rang their respective wives and said, "Oh, we don't know whether we'll be coming home tonight or perhaps stay the night and then come home tomorrow." That was at 9 o'clock at night. At 6 o'clock in the morning, they walked into their houses. They were doing over 180 down the Hume Freeway. They went through every bloody town flat chat. It would have been interesting if the coppers had pulled them over, because one was 75 and the other one's 80.
Be like,
And the Honda Goldwing had a CB on it as well. And the truckies were all talking about him coming down the highway. "Oh, geez, you see those two bastards just went past us?" A bloke about 8 commented, "Yeah, they've just gone past me." He said, going well, you know, so it's surprising that the coppers didn't get hold of him. But as Cecil said, he was the one with the 1100, the Goldwing. He said it's going to take him 6 months to pull the bugs out of the fairings on it.
That's a job for the grandkiddies.
Yeah. 9 hours for 1,200 kilometres, I reckon that's pretty cool going there.
Yeah. In a hurry to get somewhere.
No, they just said, "Bugger it, we're 75 and 80. Let's just go for it. It'll be our last hurrah." Yeah, just about did need a new paint job after that. Of course, they got lectured by their wives too when they got home.
I bet.
"Oh, you silly old fools. What if you'd come off?" "Oh, well, would have been a mess."
Bloody hooligans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a big Harley club. Meets on a place called Phillip Island, that's 60k away from here. And they ride through every weekend. I must admit, I don't mind the sound of a Harley Davidson, particularly when they're in a big group.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Sometimes we'll be down the beach and they'll go down the esplanade of the beach and there's like 20 or 30 of them. It does sound quite nice.
Yeah.
Over one ring in each gear out.
No, they travel pretty quietly through here.
Yeah.
Stick on the speed limit, so.
Those speed humps we got on the road out here, they slant down like that when they come up to the gutter. So
Yeah,
the bikes,
so they go through the gutter.
the bike's right on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that with a car too. I put my left-hand wheels through between the gutter and the end of the finger.
Do you know what the council did to stuff that up? It only stuffs the cars up. It doesn't stuff the bikes up. They put a fence there, like just a waist height fence,
Oh, yeah.
right on either side of each speed hump on the. It's like, not getting close to that.
No, I haven't seen that film actually. Second-hand blinds. I might have to look it up.
Yeah, I was about to say the same. I've never heard of it. I can't copy it, so I'll load it. Where was it made, Rex? American or? Oh yeah,
American. Oh, wait on. I've got a funny feeling there was named something else in Australia with Robert Duvall and Michael Caine. They quite often do that. They have one title in one country and something else in another.
Yep.
Yeah, When Men Were Men. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, it is. Very funny. I must admit, I like Michael Caine as an actor. You're very quiet there, Chris. You're on your way to work.
He's not getting ready for bed this time around, like my normal life.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, all right then, Rex. See you later. You have a good day down at the club.
Yep. Thanks for coming in. Say hello to your wife for us. You get Julie to get you some syringes without the needle in them from the chemist. They only cost about 80 cents each or something.
And I got one of them actually came with an eyedropper.
Yeah.
And that works pretty good.
Yeah, I just get a lot more in a needle, that's all.
You know, although they don't take that much.
Yeah.
With my luck, I'd probably put too much in the syringe and spill it everywhere.
And squirt it, the syringe gets stuck and you go.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, nice.
You know, you'd be heading off shortly.
Is the vacation only to go on this camp, or are you having other time off?
That was one thing that surprised me with America. Like, we get a month's holiday out here every year if you work for somebody.
Yeah.
In America, you're lucky if you get bloody a week or 2 weeks.
Okay.
You have to be very senior in a company who have been there for a long time to get 3 weeks.
Yep.
By then, you might be glad to be with us rather than by them. Chris? Rampant teenagers. Hormones gone wild. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we actually get 4 weeks annual leave with a 17.5% bonus on our wages thrown in. Well, I don't because I work for myself, but employees do. When I had employees.
Yep.
Yes, unfortunately, some parents, I think, probably treat it as babysitting as well.
He's playing with the baby.
Sorry?
What? Oh. Huh? Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Ah! Woo! Look at that. Don't look at the screen, folks.
What?
Nothing, just me being a dickhead. So, did you like that that comment I put in on that? You can make a giant pencil. It looked like a pencil.
What?
That woodworker on the Woodworking International page.
Oh, the Vietnamese bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look. It was a nice shape for a pencil. It'd be easy to put the HP in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I made fake pencils a long time ago for a kindergarten that were 10 feet high.
Nice. Yeah. Like years ago, Chris, to be honest, but just comes out every now and then, but only at night. I think it's when the full moon's out, hey? I'm not too sure.
Did you make it with carbides, Chris?
Well, that's the only time we didn't use them. You know what you could do, Chris? You could make about 50 or 60 pens and then glue all the pens together and turn that into a bowl. Metal and all. Leave it all in.
Oh, glad to hear there wasn't any carbides destroyed in the use of it.
You could got any of those paintbrush handles left, have you? Make a pen out of one of them. So I don't know what happened to Tommy, but
Oh,
He
he's
sent
still
me-
there.
he said, "Oh, Tommy, yeah, I'm gonna put up those pictures that you sent, all right?" I can't quite work out what they are, but because you didn't answer me when I asked before. I know you're working, but come on, man. If he doesn't answer me this time, I'll just take it as a yes. Oh, time's up. Bad luck.
G'day, Steve. How are you?
What do you reckon that is, Robbo?
Lifting something. I'd say it's probably a housing for an air conditioning unit or something.
It looks like a pretty big building there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking maybe it's no, I'm not even going to say. I'm going to say where all the wiring goes for all the fire and all that
Oh,
kind of stuff.
That's a possibility, but most of them are inside the building.
Yeah, it might be going in there. How you going, Steve? I'll stop it in a minute when I can find the button.
And how is it on? I think it's pretty wet in Western Australia at the moment, isn't it, over at Mandurah?
Is that page, Steve? Is that the Woodturner Club that you're joined to?
Yeah, it's a nice club actually.
Yeah. You can come in here if you want, Steve. Saves the delay and stuff.
Yeah, wet again. Yeah, I thought I saw on the our weather chart over here that Western Australia was getting a cold front right through the place.
Yep. No doubt we'll get that in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Or winter time, we normally get WA's weather. In summertime, we get Northern Territory Broome weather.
Well, I haven't classed you as being an independent state yet, you see. You get our leftovers.
Going the wrong way, Robbo.
No, during summertime, I mean.
I know we get the heat, the dry heat from
Northern Territory, yeah.
yeah, it's terrible.
Good northerly, so do we.
Yep.
Oh, another couple of months we'll be complaining about the heat.
Well, yeah. At least this shed's a lot taller. This other one that I've got. I may not feel the heat as much. Maybe I was going to mount a fan on the side of the gable and just have it blowing.
Yeah.
It's got these little brackets. They're about that big, and they just bolt over the ends to cover up where all the metal joins up and stuff inside.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I was going to get some tin snips or a grinder and cut slots in them so that it had vents right at the very top of the shed, in the highest point.
Make sure you can put something over them in winter time.
I was going to cut it so that I could just bend them out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like louvers.
Yeah. So the water runs off of them rather than in it.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy, what was the picture of? We're dying to know.
Did you have any clients waiting for wood to be turned, Robbo, or was that all finished before lockdown?
No, finished the legs and things I had to do, so they're all done.
Oh, you're in trouble now, Robbo. Look out.
But
How you going?
G'day, Steve.
G'day guys, how are you?
Yeah,
All
good.
right.
Yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Bit burnt out this week.
Why, they need making you work hard or something?
Not really. I get stressed really easy and I fall to pieces, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The beginners course down at the club the last couple of weeks. So I've been taking that. So the first 2 weeks is just a tool handle and a rolling pin.
Oh, yeah.
But 7 new members doing this.
All done with the skew chisel, I hope.
Well, because I'm teaching beginners, I just do it with the very basic of things to start with. Most of them have had no experience at all. So, you know, I did show them to use the skew on the rolling pin because it's the only way to get a nice flat surface, really, for the rolling pin.
Yeah, I must admit I teach all beginners. That's the second tool I use is the skew chisel after the roughing gouge. Before other...
I agree. We did...
Before other club members have a chance to tell them how dangerous they are.
Yeah, I feel the same way. When I get people on their own, I get them onto the skew as soon as I can, because some people just pick it up straight away and it's not a problem for them.
Yeah, that's right.
I had one girl that just picked it up straight away, and she didn't know that there was anything hard about it, and she's been a great user of the spew right from the start. Other people just can't seem to get a knack for it, but at least they've had a go, you know.
Yep.
Also, getting them to use the spindle gouge is tough in our club, because we have, like, every beginner has a helper with them on the lathe. So I demonstrate how to do it, and then they have someone with them on the lathe helping them to do it.
Yep.
And getting the helpers to do it the same way that I demonstrate is a bit hard.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. I used to do a lot of demonstrations and on hands-on experience up at the Gold Coast Club. And they finally decided that the tutors needed to be taught. So for 3 weeks, we had the tutors there teaching them all the same methods, so that when there was nobody coming along to a student and saying, no, look, who told you to do it that way? You do it this way, you know? And then all that does is confuse students. So now they're at least all on the same page, and they do know 2 or 3 different ways of doing things, so that they can show people that have trouble doing something one way, they can show them another way to do it, you know? But they're all the same, which was good. We even wrote a training manual, actually, and it's worked excellently.
Yeah. Our manual has the projects, but we haven't written out the best way to do anything, so we need to, like, write out a set of directions for how to do or for how the instructors should instruct this.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, you hear them do it a different way, and it's hard for them to, you know, it's hard for the beginners to follow when there's 10 different people telling them what to do.
Yeah.
One thing I found with our beginners with the spindle gouge is that they were getting the handle on the wrong side too soon. It's like they're swinging the handle before they rolled and lifted it.
Oh, that's
So getting them to start with the...
Yeah, that's quite common, that they roll them the wrong way. Instead of moving the handle away from them, they pull them back in towards themselves. And it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit, Steve, actually. Your picture's jerky, and you must be on Wi-Fi, are you?
Yeah, I'm just on an old tablet. I'll just try and hold it still. That's all I can do.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I get about every second word, and I'm pretty good at reading between the lines, so... Have you ever had a look at the AWGB site, Steve?
No, I haven't. Robert.
Go into there. It's the Association of Wood Turners of Great Britain. They have a fantastic training manual in there that you can download.
Oh, okay.
And it's how they certify all their certified practicing wood turners.
All right, that's good.
And that's very interesting.
I don't know if you remember Frank Evans.
Yes. I was going to ask you how he's going, actually.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. I think he basically designed the course that we do now, and it works pretty well because it progressively teaches a new skill each week. As they do a new project, they learn a new skill, and it flows quite well from one week to the next. So we start with the tool handle and the rolling pin. Then we do a paper towel roll holder and a trivet, and then a bowl and a platter.
Yeah, well,
So they're learning, going from spindle turning, plate sort of.
that's what we had, was a progression right through to get through from spindle turning through to end grain hollowing, through to a bowl, and that seemed to work quite well. Chris, it was the AWGB. If you just type in AWGB into a search engine, you should get it. It's the Association of Woodturners of Great Britain. I'm assuming that's what you're asking about. But they have a great, it's actually how they train their wood turners. Or their teachers, that's the best way of putting it. Although I think some of the ones that hold the registered wood turners should go back to school again after seeing some of them. But I'll probably get hung for that statement later.
Taught by Blind Freddy.
Yeah.
I must admit, some of the people I've seen on YouTube that are supposedly professionals, they wouldn't last 5 minutes in our club. You know, compared to most of our members, they wouldn't hold a candle to them.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a lot of good turners in our club, and I think it's just a good build-up of skills over the years, and the way that we have Wawa with the West Australian Association, and the encouragement to do the competitions and stuff like that. The beginners are very quickly picking up good skills.
Yeah, I quite agree with you, Steve. Like, some of them are atrocious.
It's a tow truck with toes.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's a very clever. That I like that one.
Bloody hell. Sorry, that's my useless information for the day. Sorry. There you go. It's a candy machine, Robbo. It's a part from a candy machine, that picture.
Right. Jeez. Must be thief proof or something if they got to lift it in with a 200-ton crane.
Just go go like this with the Coke bottle. Just go like that. Just go like that a little bit. That's it.
Sorry, put it down in the wrong place.
This is the only free advertisement they get. All right, right here. That's it.
Yeah, I must admit it shows up in my camera there. If I was on full screen, it would probably show up.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, right.
It's only your audio that gets me done for copyright.
And how's Harry Butler getting on over there, Steve?
Oh, pretty good, mate. He's left the club, him and his missus,
Oh, yeah.
I think he's in the men's shed with those guys now. I have seen him a few times, and he's doing pretty well. Yeah, still turning a lot.
Oh, that's good. No, I must admit I enjoyed myself over there.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, Harry. Yeah, him and his wife did a lot of good things for the club, but they seems to be the way that the people that do all the work aren't appreciated.
Unfortunately, that is so in every club.
Yeah.
3% of the members do 99. Sorry, 3% of the members do 99% of the work and get appreciated even less.
Yeah. Well, our oldest member is Bruce Jackson, and he's the president of Wawa at the moment. Next couple of months, and he's in his mid-80s or something. Wish I had half of his energy.
Yeah.
He gets around and gets things done.
How many people are you going to?
Go on, Joe.
How many people have you got in the club? Steve?
I would say maybe just less than 50, 40 to 50. So it's not a big club, but we've got a good facilities there now, and we're getting a lot of new members. I mean, this is the second beginners course we've had this year, so I think things will pick up in the next year or two. It's just
you're not in lockdown either.
You can go.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I think it is. People are more people don't have a shed at home. You know, they don't have room for a lathe and stuff at home, so they can come in and use the facilities, and I think that attracts a lot of people to the club.
Yeah. Are you guys in lockdown or not?
No, we're lucky over here. I think it's only us and Northern Territory that aren't in lockdown at the moment. We've been very lucky the whole time, really.
It's like a ghost town here. I go to the supermarket and it's like I talk to myself and it echoes through the whole shop. It's like, it's like, oh shit! I better quieten that down a bit.
Same in Victoria at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got until next Wednesday before we come out again, if they let us out.
I think ours is like Sunday or Monday or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I'm probably not in Western Australia at the moment. If they saw the Victorian number plate, they'd probably shoot me.
Not quite that bad, but they probably wouldn't let you in or out of the.
No, I can't read it, Jay. You're muted, Jay.
All right. It says, "Oh my God, what have you done? This is our way of playing with the kids."
You said it was our way of playing.
You said this is our way of playing with the kids, and they're playing table tennis with the eggs.
Yeah, with chicken eggs, yeah. Yeah,
I killed that one. Yeah. Give it back to the joke person.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I shall catch you tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. No worries. Take it easy. Thanks for coming
See you
in.
later, Steve. See you, Tommy. See you, Chris.
Yeah, see you, Rob.
Yeah, I might run away too. I reckon it's been an hour and a half.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I'll go and watch whoever's doing the. Is it Steve does a live on Friday in half an hour?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Okay.
All right. If I find a link, I'll put it in the chat. All right. Take it easy.
No worries. See ya.
Bye bye.